it was always in my mind I want to be making something for my culture, and that kind of really inspired me. And these are the first Sikh people in 1974, those who came in Canada to find jobs and stuff. This is the first king. His name is Maharaja Ranjit Singh Ji. He's showing the world's biggest diamond that's called Kohinoor. My family's from the northern side of India, a state called Punjab, and the city is Amritsar. And I grew up there till 6th grade, and then I was moved to another state. I was in a boarding school. They had not a big importance about art, but there were classes. So as a kid, I was always interested. I was always making doodles. It was kind of an escape for me, so I can draw out my own worlds. But I never knew that I was gonna do that for real, till I was in 10th grade. Then I started taking it really serious. I started doing a bunch of sculptures. I started making a lot of oil canvases, and I think that was the perfect age what my parents taught was really supportive. They always liked me when I did art, because when I was growing up, I was a really messed up kid, but when I was doing art, I was zoned in. I would be calm. It was like more of a relaxing point for me. So they really kind of liked it when I used to be doing it, because they knew he's creating something, and they always supported me. Yeah. I usually be coming here out to work because it's open, and it just gives me more ideas when I want to work, because being inside the apartment, it just binds me because there are just walls around me. Here it's more peaceful. Atlanta is not that peaceful though, but it's just peaceful. I like it. So I get my inspiration from a lot of places. I know my hoodies are a reflection of a culture where I come from. When I think about India, the first thing I think about is color palette, because India is just too colorful. So I get a lot of inspiration from India about the colors. It's like I see different color flowers just being used in different ceremonies, and I'd be like, that's such a cool color. We can just use it for another hoodie. Our color palette is so diverse. When we do it, we are reflecting the really miniature paintings that were made out of the magnifying glasses. Persian artists were really into it. The paintings were 2.5 into 2.5 inches, and they had magnifying glasses, made really intricate details, reflecting each face feature of every king, and made a watercolor painting. The age I really started doing clothes, the streetwear, was not long ago. I started in 2021 and jotted down all the ideas, talked to my team, how should we go from there? So how I met my team is really interesting. I came to States, I had no idea like who I'm gonna meet, how the people are gonna be. I'm starting a new school here, I gotta make some friends. So they were already doing a streetwear brand, and it just all came intact, I would say. They knew I'm doing art. They were already doing a really good streetwear brand that's really popping in Atlanta. And I got involved with them, and then we made a really good bond, and we started with this other brand that is Mislepb. So when I started this new brand, we just keep an idea of what we receive from the other brand. The hardest part is just how are people gonna react to it. Everything is easy because I got a team. Everybody knows what their duty is. They know what to do, when to do. And yeah, the response is the only fear that I have all the time, but I'm growing out of that. For the previous brand, when we started making it, we combined Rick Owens and the Jordans 1, and someone specially bought them to just throw them in the trash. Even if you do not agree with someone's point, it's cool, you just move on. And I used to be stuck with it, because I think I had a lot of emotions in me as a younger self, but I think you grow out of that. There's always room for growth. If someone is talking, making sense, I'm lacking somewhere, or I kind of go with their thoughts. So these are all the hoodies that I recently designed, and we got our manufacturer to produce it. So a couple of them are sample pieces, but they are pretty good. So the one is our last king from our region. After that, the empire kind of fallen off because the Britishers came in. Missile in general, the name of the brand comes from all the missile sardars. Those were collected all together by this king to form a group, and they can fight the invaders from Afghanistan, Iran, and all the Mughal emperors and stuff. The process does not take that long. I make a sketch a day. My friend, my other team member who's on Photoshop, like, we're gonna get it one design each day. It's a day work, and if we wanna get logged in for the visualizers, it gets us another day. So that process just for 2 days. But getting celebrities, that's the hard work there, because they are always constantly moving, and if someone's in Atlanta, we can just catch hold of them and we get them, and it just take like 4 to 5 days. If I want to really bounce back from a negative critique, it's my old art teacher who really got me into art, and he was in my boarding school. I will really go to him. He would suggest me a lot of good things, because whatever he says is always right about art. I don't know how that man does it, but it's just fire. He follows me on Instagram everywhere. I keep sharing my projects, and he's always saying me, you're not doing enough work. You gotta be doing more. And it's kind of motivation for me, you know. Everybody does have hope, but I don't keep expectations. That's what lacks an artist, when you keep an expectation for a particular work and you don't have expected response, and then you stop creating. But I do have a big hope for my brand, like making high-end stuff later on, just moving a studio in India and making good stuff and having my team there and just working on art.